that's our show. I hope you like it. Tonight we're doing kind of a special show. We're going to do some live sketches. We hope they're not too dead for you tonight. We're going to kind of wind up Eunice and Mama, and Mrs. Wiggins and Mr. Tudball, and so along with Pete Matz and our wonderful orchestra, Tim Conway, Vicki Lawrence, and I welcome you. There are so many friends in the audience tonight. I would like to introduce a very special lady. I was very happy to have worked with her this summer in a movie that we did together. We had no scenes together, unfortunately, but I hope the next time we work together we do. She's probably one of the greatest actresses that the screen has ever known, and we are truly honored that she's with us tonight. Lillian Gish, ladies and gentlemen. This is our last show for, it's our last show, and this is the last time I'll be doing questions and answers like this, and I have a lot of nerve because I would like to show you the first time I came out on this stage to talk to the audience, which was back in September 1st of 1967. So if you folks in the audience will watch your monitors and get a load of this beauty. Welcome to our first show that we're doing. I'm real excited and very, very happy that you're all with us tonight. Looks like we got a nice full group. Could you bump up the lights so I could see? Oh! Every year, it was always a tradition to have as our guest on our very first show my dear buddy, Mr. Jim Neighbors, and in 11 years, like me, he didn't change much, not at all. Watch your monitors. Ladies and gentlemen, for our 10th season in a row, and I'm sure happy to have him with us tonight, Jim Neighbors.
Very dear and special friend of mine, Mr. Jim Neighbors.
There you go. What a charm. And my very dear friend, Mr. Jim Neighbors. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Neighbors. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to introduce to you my buddy, Mr. Jim Neighbors. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Neighbors. Now, for the third time, I'm very proud to present my good friend, Mr. Jim Neighbors. To present the godfather of my daughter, Jody Land, Mr. Jim Neighbors. And I'm so pleased that we to do our first show. So please welcome a dear, dear person, Mr. Jim Neighbors. In 11 years of questions and answers, I don't think there's ever been a time when some member of our audience hasn't asked this probing and significant question. Hey, do your Tarzan yell.
from Television City in Hollywood, a special evening with Carol Burnett. With Vicki Lawrence. And also starring Tim Conway.
Over the years, we've had many, many wonderful guests on our show, and I would like to commend them all for their courage, because not one of them refused to sing a duet for me. In fact, I wouldn't pay them, might have had something to do with it. I wish we had time to show them all to you, but here are just a few. Starting in 1967 with Liza Minnelli.
I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, I was hooked. The losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed. Nowhere to go. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time. You found me just in time and changed my lonely life that lovely day.
1969 with Ella Fitzgerald.
You get enough tears to fill an ocean. That's what you get for your devotion. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again.
1969, Perry Como.
Is your flame less than Greek?
Yes.
Is your mouth a little weak?
No.
When you open it to speak, are you smart? Don't change your hair for me.
Not if you care for me.
Stay, little Valentine.
Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day.
1972, Ray Charles.
When I want rain, I get sunny weather. I'm just as blue as the sky.
So am I.
Since love has gone, can't pull myself together. Guess I'll hang my tears out to dry.
1969. Here's a man who holds a special place in all our hearts.
Ah, you and your fancy flattery. You're laying it on for spite.
You're big and strong.
You figure you'll charge my battery, and I'll get too hot to fight.
You're handsome.
Now it's time you were took in tow.
Yes, I know.
That flattery stuff don't go.
No.
I'll follow you anywhere. Now why do I get these crazy chills? I ought to be roped and tied.
Your voice is great.
As sure as there's green in dollar bills, you're taking me for a ride.
You're wrong, it's love.
But somehow, I just don't care. So flatter away, but keep those tributes fair.
You're so debonair.
You notice flattery may get us somewhere.
1975 with Rock Hudson.
I'll be a bum and a pad.
Mister, you ain't so bad.
I'm gonna step on your heart.
Oh, I can't wait till you start. Oh, baby mine, think nothing of it. The more it hurts, the more I love it. I don't mind if he don't mind.
I don't mind if she don't mind. We don't mind.
1976, Steve Lawrence.
It's in the bag. When they play that 12th Street rag. Oh, 12th Street rag, have pity. Oh, won't you let me be? Go back to Kansas City and stop trailing me. Oh, give me a break.
Give me a break.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Back to Kansas City, Mo, where they play that 12th Street, where they play that 12th Street, where they play that 12th Street ride.
And 1977, Edie Gourmet.
Keep writing songs like these. We need your melody. Hooray for Harvey!
Back in 1972, we had a sensational singer here on this stage who really tore it up. Wonder whatever happened to him. You'll see.
It's still the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. As time goes by.
It's only fitting that we should do two of our favorite characters tonight. Ding-a-ling secretary with the ding-a-ling boss, played by that wonderful ding-a-ling himself, Tim Conway. Now, you may not realize this, but it takes a full week to prepare one of these sketches. 1 day of rehearsal, 6 days to get me into this skirt.
Sure will be glad to get out of this office and into those new offices across the town. I'll tell you that right now. And Mrs. Higgins, let's take these boxes and get them over there by that door.
Over there by the door.
All right. Those moving guys get $20 an hour, and I don't want them to have to reach too far.
I'll take this box.
Now, never mind, this is too heavy. You just get one of those other boxes.
It's light.
Now, look at what you've done. I spend half of the day trying to get all those files all organized like that, and you just pick it up in the one fell swoop, it goes, keep on. Every time you do something like that, the blood just comes right from my feet, goes right up to the top of the head and goes, quarka. Tell you, I don't know why I keep you on as a secretary. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I hired you in the first place. Well, look over this resume here to hire a new secretary. Now this is, it's a Miss Loring. Good. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty blouse you have there. Pumpkin's always been my favorite size. It says here you've worked in Hawaii. I'd like to get a couple of Mai Tais and drive up the old Kona coast. This looks real good there. Now, the salary here is going to be $125 a week, so if that's satisfactory with you, I think that you don't got. Well, I'm afraid that you'd have to take more than 150 words shorthand here. I talk so fast here that they would have to be able to jot that down real fast. I'm sorry that didn't work out. Boy, am I sorry that didn't. Well, nice going, Mrs. Tudball. That's another wave off I got from you on that one. I didn't see a thing wrong with that little cutie pie. The applicant.
Why do you worry, Bernie? When the right one comes through that door, I'll let you know.
Well, I'll tell you something, Hindenburg. Got the half a notion not to hire a secretary at all.
Well, that's real good. Then I'll just keep helping you out here in the office.
Next.
Are one of you Mr. Tudball?
I'm Mr. Tudball. This is my wife, Mrs. Tudball.
Looks like we got a hot one here.
I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I am here to seek employment.
I don't think that
Bernie?
Here's my resume.
I suppose at least I could give you the courtesy of going through this.
There's my name there.
Wanda Wiggins?
Wanda Wiggins, yes.
Wonderful, catchy little name there. Well, don't suppose I could ask you a few questions. Do you take a shorthand?
No.
Have you had any filing experience?
No.
You type, don't you?
I don't know. I've never tried.
I suppose it would be foolish to mention the Xerox machine.
The what?
Sounds like you went to the secretarial school for the idle. You see, now, in this particular position, you have to answer the phone a lot, and there's a lot of dictation to take here, so I'm afraid that you
Bernie,
haven't got...
I'm afraid that she's the one.
Well, I guess you're hired.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be running along and let you two get the things settled around here. So long, Bernie. Have a nice day. Choo, choo, choo.
Nice laugh.
$1,000 to have those fox come to life. Well... I think that this isn't going to work out here at all, Mrs.
Oh,
Wiggins.
it's going to be fine. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a novel idea to walk around pointing to places you've already been. this isn't exactly going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of work here. Now, if you're going to work here, you're going to have to work on the weekends.
That's okay.
Well, you have to work at nights, too.
That's okay.
Well, I can't afford to give you any more than the 20 minutes for lunch.
20 minutes?
That's right. So you...
Oh, that's okay. Last place I worked only gave me 10.
Well, I don't care. This just isn't going to work out at all, so you just
Your
take...
wife seems really nice. Does she work here, too?
No, she just helps me out when I don't have a secretary, and if I don't have one, then she's here, so I get... You... Welcome to the firm. Well, I guess you better get to busy.
Oh, okay.
Didn't exactly mean that. What I meant was I think you better straighten up a couple of things.
Oh, okay.
I mean around the office.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be your office in there, and then this will be mine.
Well, let's see, what can I do here?
Try to put these together on this.
I can sharpen your pencil.
No, never mind. That's fine. Don't take that out of there. You can't sharpen the big banana. Give me Just leave it alone.
I can. Oh.
Leave it that alone. Look at that.
Oh,
Now,
you got
just
all messy.
Don't touch. Don't
I
touch
can
this.
fix that. Just help there, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, that looks real good on a 2-day-old suit.
You better get that to the cleaners. Mr. Tudball. Mr. Tudball. Mr. Tudball.
What is it? I hear you for crying out loud.
You didn't give me the new address to our office.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's something that I have to talk to you about. You see, I have decided to cut the office staff into half.
You can't do that.
I can too.
But I can't run this office all by myself.
Get here a little earlier, but... That's not what I mean. I have decided to let you go.
But, Mr. Tudball, who will do all of your typing? Who will do all of your filing? Who will answer your phones?
Who do you think does it now? Me!
You mean you're firing me?
That's the very word that I was searching for.
Mr. Tudball,
What?
you're the best boss I ever had.
Mrs. Wiggins.
Hello?
Mrs. Wiggins.
Hello?
Don't press down
Hello?
on that.
Hello?
Don't press down on that little button when I'm talking to you, Mrs. Wiggins.
Mrs. Wiggins doesn't work here anymore.
Mrs. Huygens, this is going to come as a surprise, especially to me. I haven't decided to keep you on.
Okay. We'd better shake the leggy if we want to get over there to the new offices.
Talk about emotional upheaval. Well, I think before we go, we had to look around the old office. This is the last time we'll set the foot in here. This place holds a lot of memories for you and me. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I almost feel a little tear just to well it up behind the old eyeballs. I'll get the lights. Now, what's wrong?
I forgot my purse.
Get your head in. It wasn't attached to anything. These pencils. Mrs. Huygens. You heard that?
A special evening with Carol Burnett will continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Conway.
Well, Carol, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. You know, I hate to kind of interrupt here, but you know, you have a favorite performer, and the guy's been here every week with his piano, and you've never let him on the show. And I think at this time, since it's the last show and everything, I'd like to take the opportunity to give the guy a break. So, do you mind? Excuse me.
The evening star. The roughest, toughest man by far is Ragtime Cowboy Joe. He can sing jazzy music to the cattle as they swing back and forward in the saddle on a horse, a pretty good horse, with the syncopated gait and the roar of his repeater. It has such a funny meter how they run when he fires that gun, so the western folks all know that he's an highfalutin, rootin', tootin' son of a gun from Arizona. Ragtime cowboy, talk about your cowboy, Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
You don't know what this means to me tonight. This man has been my favorite actor for so many years. I have talked about him. I have worshipped him. I can't believe that you...
Now, Carol. Carol, I just feel so wonderful to be here and to be a part of all these millions of people to thank you for all the wonderful, wonderful, beautiful times you've given all of us, all these 11 years. And I'm frankly speaking for all of us, to all the millions of people, We can't wait to find out what you're going to do next.
Well, I hope I can dry my eyes and go on with this show.
Well, honey, you will, and thank you for having me on your
Jimmy,
show.
thank you.
And I love you, Carol.
I love you so much. Thank you.
You know, speaking of musical numbers,
Segways are us.
you know, a lot of times, oh my gosh, a lot of times you have to use a gimmick to make it look different.
Huh?
Well, I mean, you could use the costumes, or you could use sets, or you could use music,
Yeah,
or
could use
you
that.
could use a squirrel. You could use special lighting effects. You could use.
I think I kind of know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
You're kind of getting at how once in a while we would get hung up on gimmicks for our production numbers.
I wish I'd said that.
Yeah, well, for a while there, watch your monitors, we were hung up on water.
Mariah's name and heard her wail and whining. I had a girl and she had me and the sun was always shining. One day I saw my girl, I saw her run beside me, and now I'm lost, so gone and lost, not even God can stop me. Yes, I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me. I want my girl beside me. Mariah,
A couple of solos that Carol sang that are my favorites, and I'm sure they won't be yours either.
I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I like the theater, but never come late. I never bother with people I hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. I don't like crap games with barons or earls. Won't go to Harlem, ermine on pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That is why the lady is a tramp.
my favorite parts of our show has always been the old movie takeoffs. In fact, I think we've done as many takeoffs as there are our old movies. Don't you, Tim? Huh? This next scene features Steve Lawrence and me in our version of Bogart and Hepburn in The African Queen.
I'm weakening. No, but I mustn't. I'll continue on as always, my white band of purity held high, pledged forever to the idealism of modesty and virtue. No, you'll never get at me, Captain. I will never give in to hunger or longing or desire or ecstasy. I will not yield. No. I will fight your animal cravings. I shall remain steadfast. Oh, yes, but I shall remain steadfast. Yes, I will. Against your lustful urgings, never submitting to your wanton sexual appetites and your mad burning passions and your need to ravish and debauch. Say something, Captain, say something. That's easy for you to say. But I say something entirely different. I say no. No. Oh, Captain, you must stop forcing yourself on me like this. I will never submit. I will repel your fleshy cravings. I will always remain pure in heart, untouched and untainted. And I will continue to defend the honor of my decency and my chastity.
Sweetheart, we gotta stop meeting like this.
I will never give in to your hot-blooded desire. No, but alas, I am too weak. Oh, Charlie, the answer is yes.
What was the question?
Oh, Charlie, I am yours, and you are mine until the end of time.
Imagine that, Rosie. A river rat like me finding love with a lady like you.
Oh, yes, Charlie, yes.
Oh, Rosie, you know I learned something from a lady like you.
What, Charlie, what?
This, Rosie, this.
Steve Lawrence is truly phenomenal. The Postman Always Rings Twice was one of Lana Turner's most glamorous pictures because in every scene she was wearing white. In our version, again featuring Steve Lawrence along with Harvey and me, we took this one step further and we nearly went snowblind in the process. Roll it, Dave.
Hurry down, darling. Lana, my vanilla cupcake. There are 20 customers waiting in the restaurant, but I don't care. I want to come back here and give you a great big kiss. Wasn't that wonderful?
Not even close. Got me all greasy.
Sweetheart.
No, don't touch me.
All right, my lamb chop. I can't tell you how you changed my life since you came here. I used to come from restaurant, lonely old man nobody cared about. Then you came along.
Stop, you got dishpan hands.
I love you, my little sweet roll. I'm crazy for you. Give me one reason why I'm yuck.
You're old, you're obnoxious, you're sloppy, you're stupid, and you're homely.
I only ask you for one reason.
Well,
hello, stranger.
Hiya, doll.
Here, hang this up.
Is that your husband?
Yeah, he's insured. When do we kill him?
Why should I kill him? What do I get out of it?
$10,000 and me.
How about a straight $5,000?
See, I told you someday I make you happy.
Will you leave me alone?
Oh, please, don't be nice to me, sugar pie. I don't got too long to live.
You're not sick.
I'm not blind either.
Shoot, shoot!
Sure.
Wait.
What are you waiting for? Shoot him!
I can't do it. I just can't do
You
it.
gotta shoot
I
him!
can't. I tell you, I just can't do it.
Listen, if my cupcake says shoot, shoot.
Oh, with a mind like yours, you'd have made a swell vice president. If you can't do it, I'll do it. Give me the gun.
No.
Give it to me!
No.
Be careful, don't get your dress dirty.
I think she's going fast.
Everything in here's getting all white. Before I go, I want to say goodbye to those I love. You, Drifter.
Yeah.
Sure. You, Nick. Tony, the truck driver. Bill, the milkman. Mike, the cook.
Goodbye.
Larry, the waiter. Your cousin, Nicky.
You kidding?
No. Your Uncle Harold.
My Uncle Harold?
No. Shirley, the waitress.
Oh, boy.
Bob, the night watchman.
Oh.
We devoted an entire show to a takeoff of the Betty Grable musical, The Dolly Sisters, and we called it The Doily Sisters. And this is one of my favorite scenes from that one.
Excuse me, am I in any of these movie takeoffs?
No.
What the hell am I laughing at?
How is she?
Oh, now, there's nothing to worry about. As you can see, she has no cranial fracture, no cerebral contusion, and no subcutaneous hematoma.
Then she's all right.
Well, yes, except for one minor thing. Miss Doily has... Now, what is it they call it?
Hello. Who are you?
Amnesia?
That's it.
Hello. Who are you?
I've seen that face. I recognize that nose, that mouth, that chin. I remember those. I've seen that face. I recognize those knees, the way those ears light up. I remember these lips, these teeth, this tongue, this neck, these dimples, these pimples. That shoe. You're a thing
special evening with Carol Burnett will continue.
Before our show went on the air, I received a fan letter from a young girl who enclosed a picture of herself, saying people always told her that we looked alike. She was right. Poor kid, I felt so sorry for her. I thought the least I could do is give her a job. So we put her on our show, and as it turned out, it was one of the smartest moves we ever made. Here's a young lady we all love very, very much, Vicki Lawrence. It's amazing to see the changes in you over the past 11 years. And I think probably one of the most exciting things that happened career-wise to Vicki in the past 11 years was when she received a gold record for The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Yeah, and it was really... It was really exciting when we decided to do it on the show.
Oh, I remember. That was in 1973.
Yeah, that's right. And gosh, I guess the biggest thrill for me was when you changed your mind and decided to let me sing it.
He looked through the screen at the back porch door, and he saw Andy lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, and he started to shake. Well, the Georgia patrol wasn't making their rounds, so he fired a shot just to flag them down, and a big-bellied sheriff grabbed his gun and said, "Why'd you do it?" And the judge said guilty in a make-believe trial, slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile, said, "Supper's waiting at home, and I gotta get to it." That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man.
The night the lights went out in Georgia put me on the top of the charts. This was the flip side, which not too many people remember, and rightfully so.
Our son is 21 and really very smart, so I still spell out words I think might bust his little heart. Like D-A-D-D-Y is drinking B-O-O-Z-E. So we just pack a B-A-G and S-P-L-I-T. We'll S-P-L-I-T. From him we'll argue in a way. From D-A-D-D-Y, who's just a big J-E-R-K. We'll take his brand new C-A-D-I-double-L-A-C and leave an N-O-T-E saying, drop D-E-A-D.
Show you a few scenes from some of our favorite moments on the show. And in this one, we really pulled an unexpected surprise on Bing Crosby.
You're one of my all-time favorites.
Thank you. Now, could we order?
Oh, sure, wait a minute. Hey, don't bug me. Here comes the biggest star of them all.
I hope you're not hungry.
That's very nice. These are coming back, you know, yes?
Yes, I know.
You like this? I had this made for me in Glendale.
Where were you at the time?
I was just...
See, I'm too young to remember this one, but it'll probably bring back a lot of memories to you, Carol. This is the very first sketch that Tim ever did for us.
Oh, I see we've evidently cleared up the difficulty again, so now we're continuing with the news. Well, the governor is back in the news tonight. Governor says there will definitely be another tax hike. When asked just how much of a tax hike, the governor stated it will probably be in the area of... Thank you, George. Oh, continuing now with more news. Oh, sports. See, we have some sports scores coming in. Here are the sports scores. 2-1, 3-5, and 8-2. Oh, the 8-2 is a final.
You know, I wrote that sketch. Yeah. I never got paid for it either. It's a little late, I suppose.
Here's a scene we did from a takeoff on Columbo. Harvey and I didn't have the vaguest idea what Tim was gonna do in this scene.
Neither did Tim.
James! Don't touch anything until the police arrive. Fingerprints, you know. Put on your gloves.
But I've just waxed the doorknob.
I don't care. I don't care. Just answer the door.
Well, if you insist.
Put on your gloves.
Sorry, sir.
Know what a wonderful comedian Dick Van Dyke is, and now I'd like to show you his sophisticated side.
Sorry. It's all right, honey. I'm not through yet. I know the door.
The door?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my hand in the jam, and you slam it on there as hard as you can.
Slam the door on those beautiful fingers?
Just close your eyes and slam away, honey. You can do it. You can do it.
All right, but, honey,
What?
I love you.
Tonight, we thought we'd do something that we should have done a long, long time ago, and that's send Eunice to a psychiatrist.
Miss Jensen, send in my next patient, please.
Well, you win.
Eunice, I'm really glad you decided to come back.
Well, I don't know why I decided to come back. I mean, last week I told you I wasn't going to come back, and I shouldn't have come back, but I did come back, and here I am, and I just don't know why. I mean, after all, what can you do for me?
Well, what would you like me to do?
There you go again, answering a question with a question. I mean, I don't need to pay good money for that, you know.
This is a county service, Eunice. You're not being charged.
Well, there is the gasoline money getting here and back, isn't there? Huh? And my time is worth something, isn't it? Besides, we both know what the problem is.
How would you define the problem?
I have told you 355 times already. All right. I do everything for everybody, and everybody treats me like dirt. Now, my husband, I gave up my whole life for him, and then one day he just ups and leaves me without so much as a turn green or kiss my foot. Me with two miserable brats. And then my mama moves in on me, and she's making my life absolutely unbearable. And if people hadn't kept interfering with my life, I could have had me a big career.
Now. You know what we say about could've and should've.
Could've and should've are words we don't use. They only depress us and give us the blues.
Now, we had a little plan, didn't we? You were going to take that first little step on the road to independence and get yourself a job. All right, now, how many job interviews did you go on this week?
Well, I went to that uppity insurance company, and...
That was last week.
Can you type? Can you take shorthand? Lord, as if the whole world depended on that. Besides, I don't belong in an office anyhow. I belong in show business.
Eunice, did you go on any job interviews last week?
No. Lord, sometimes you talk just like Mama. She gets me so nervous I can't even think. Just last night, she got my goat again.
Now, you know, you don't have to react, Eunice. Do you remember that little poem we learned?
When confronted with a foe, bless him, praise him, let him go. I know. And I tried doing that. I did that a couple of times earlier this week, and it worked, but then, I don't know. Last night, we was just sitting there, you know, in the dining room and everything, and she looked up. She looked up at the chandelier, and she says, "Oh, my, look at that big clump of cobwebs up there." Well, I just started to have one of my hissy fits. And I don't know. I just went crackers, and I wound up breaking every single damn light bulb in the whole house. I couldn't help it, and I don't like these funny moods I'm getting into.
Well, all right, let's examine these moods. Let's put them on the table and see if they bounce.
I don't want to put my moods on a table and see if they bounce. I know what my problem is. It's my mother.
All right, let's examine that. Did you bring her along like I suggested?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't easy. She's out there in the waiting room now.
That's wonderful. Let's just bring her in.
All right, now listen. You just tell her to lay off of me and I'd be fine, all right? Okay, now you just tell that old witch that. Mama! Come on in, dear. Mama, this here's Dr. Tate. Dr. Tate, this is my mama, Miss Harper.
Hey, I'm really happy to see you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tate. Eunice just insisted that I come along on this little visit today. I certainly don't want to butt in on her time with you. Lord knows she needs all the help she can get.
I know where you're coming from, Mrs. Harper. But just the same, I'm really happy that you decided to join our little rap session today.
Well, I ain't gonna have to lie down on the sofa or nothing, am I?
No. We're into sitting in this office. Come on. Just make yourself comfortable.
Well, I know it's really none of my business.
No, it is your business. I mean, you two share the same house. You occupy the same vibe space, so to speak.
Oh, well, now that's not true. I sleep in a completely different room.
I understand that. What I'm saying is that two women who live under the same roof, Well, that situation's just bound to bring on tensions and anxieties. Your daughter's hang-ups become your hang-ups and vice versa.
Now, you understand what he's saying, Mama, don't you?
I understand that I'm being made the heavy again when you're the one that broke every single light bulb in the house.
Now, let's just forget about the light bulbs, okay? I want to start from square one. Everything's clear. Let's just... That's right. We're going to relax now, okay? Just close your eyes and start out by taking a deep breath.
I don't think we got very much time left on that parking meter.
We have plenty of time. I put a dime in the meter.
You put a dime in for a nickel's worth of parking. Can you beat that?
I didn't have a nickel, all right?
Well, that's typical. You put in twice the amount of money as is necessary.
I'm getting angry. I'm feeling anger here because I just made a suggestion not 30 seconds ago, and both of you have chosen to ignore it completely. There. The anger's gone. Now see how easily I dealt with that? Now let's relax. Close your eyes. Let's all become aware of our toes. Really feel your toes. Now, just let a golden light ignite in your toes. It's a good feeling, and you want to feel it all over, so it starts to move. It goes up your legs, up your calves, up your thighs, up your hips.
What in the hell is he talking about?
For a minute, you'll find out.
Ladies, just let me get the golden light up to your heads.
Let him get the golden light up to our heads.
Now, just let's relax. Mrs. Harper, close your eyes.
All right, but you stay right over there. I don't want no funny business.
The golden light is in your chest. It's moving up your neck. It's in your head. You're floating on a cloud. Now open your eyes. See? Our tensions are gone. The lines of communication are freeing and opening up. And we're in the present. We don't care about the past. What is it we care about here?
I don't know what you're driving at.
Mama, he means we care about today.
That's right, Eunice. You're tuning in. We care about the here and now. So since we do care about the here and now, let's just get all those little unsaid resentments out of the way. Let's just say to them, out, out, out. Phooey on Huey.
Phooey on Huey. Is this what you've been coming down here for, to get a little golden light up in your head and to play these stupid games?
You are just like a jackass, aren't you? You dig your heels in about every new idea you...
Sit down. Now, we're going to play a little game. We're just going to be real upfront and say exactly what it is that we want out of life. Doesn't that sound like fun? All right, now, you go first, Eunice.
What I want out of life. I want to be treated like an adult. I want to get up in the morning when I want to get up. I want to drive my car the way I want to drive my car without somebody always saying to me, turn left, turn right, look out. I want to walk into my own kitchen without having somebody talk to me about the grease balls under the icebox. And I would like some encouragement about having a career in show business.
If you had wanted a career in show business, don't you think you'd have stayed in Lula Bell's tap dance class for more than a week when you were 10?
If you and Lula Bell would have stopped ridiculing me every time I did a time step, I'd be giving Mitzi Gaynor a run for her money today.
You know, nobody really cares about Lula Bell's tap class or Mitzi Gaynor anymore. Harper, it's your turn. What do you want out of life? In the here and now, please.
I'm an old woman with a few short years left. I would like my daughter to accept my household hints with a little good grace and without snapping my head off. I am only trying to help and make that 2x4 shack of hers we live in fit for human beings. And I would like to watch the wrestling reruns on TV at 6:30 instead of them damn tattletales. And I would like to have a daughter who treats me with a little bit of respect instead of dragging the family name through the mud by going crazy.
Is that all you think about my problem? Dragging your stupid name through the mud? Don't you care that your little baby daughter is on the verge of a nervous breakdown? Why not? Nothing has changed. It's just like when I was in kindergarten.
Did you forget about kindergarten? If you two don't release each other from this stranglehold you've got on one another, you, Eunice, are going to continue to have fits and keep breaking things, and you, Mrs. Harper, are going to curdle up into a sour little ball. And then you both are just going to dry up and blow away.
Oh, well, I knew it would come to this. Thank you very much, Missy. I have taken ingratitude, disrespect, abuse, and backtalk from you for your entire life. And I'll be darned if I have to take it from some damn sassy-faced county quack. Fully on Yui!
You see?
Well, she's no picnic. But neither are you, Eunice.
Now, wait just a minute. She's the reason I keep having all these fits. She's the reason I can't
Sit on it! Now listen, I have a news flash for you. It's not that old bag out there that you're having trouble with. It's Eunice. You are furious with Eunice because Eunice never finished anything that she started. It's time for you to take charge of your own life, Eunice.
I could if she'd just allow me to breathe once in a while, but Mama
Just
won't.
forget Mama. We don't care what Mama don't allow. We're going to take charge of our own life anyhow. Work on your own self-esteem, all right? Listen. Hey, I'm okay. Hey, I like me.
What?
You say it. Hey, I'm okay. Hey, I like me.
I can't say that. Because I'm not okay. I never have liked me.
Just say it. Say, I'm okay. Say it and it'll be true. I promise you, Eunice.
I'm okay.
Oh, louder. Come on. Say it like you really mean it.
I'm okay.
Say it again.
I'm okay.
I'm okay and you're 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 okay and Mama's okay.
I'm okay and you're okay and
Say it.
I'm okay and you're okay and Mama's okay.
Right on, Eunice. Now, your life will take on a golden hue just as soon as you take that first little step to the road to independence and go to that employment agency and get yourself a job.
I will.
It's just a little tiny step, Eunice, but only you can do it. Hey, I like you, and I think you're okay, and I know you can do it.
Oh, hey. I like me too, and I am okay.
Am I supposed to sit out here all day like a can of trash?
Okay.
I'm coming, Mama. I just gotta get my purse and the coat. I'm leaving right now, dear.
There's probably a ticket on the car.
Well, if there is, we just won't worry about it. I'll pay for it. It'll be all right.
You'll pay for it with what? That ex-husband of yours left you with so little you can barely afford a can of beans.
That's It's all right, Mama. I'll get by because, hey, I'm okay and you're okay.
Well, you sound like you're about one step away from the booby hatch.
Won't you lay off of me for 5 minutes? I feel another fit coming on.
Hey!
It'll pass. I'm okay. I am okay. Mama, before we go home, we're going to stop by the Ajax Employment Agency because, hey, I'm going to get me a job.
Well, hey, I'll believe that the day I see it, the day you actually follow through with anything. You'll never amount to nothing.
When confronted with a foe, bless her, praise her, and let her go. The time to show all the wonderful guests we've had over the past 11 years. There just isn't enough time. I have one of my scrapbooks here. I was looking through earlier. There's Lucy. And on this side, Jerry Lewis, Sammy Davis Jr., the fabulous, wonderful Mama Cass. And this lady here, looking like Charlie Chaplin, Gloria Swanson. Emmett Kelly. Now, this is a group that means very, very much to me. Our dancers. It's really a pleasure. It's such a pleasure to present the fabulous Ernie Flatt dancers. you tape a show before a live audience, mistakes are bound to happen, and we have made some buttes. So in order to cover ourselves, we tape the show twice each Friday, and hopefully the best of both tapings are used to make the show that y'all see at home. However, we have kept all the outtakes, and now we feel that you're old enough to see a few of them.
She was inspired by you, Rita, baby. I taught her every one of your songs. You remember, Put the blame on me, boy.
You forgot your limp, Lepke.
Where do I sleep, you ask?
Voila!
This next one was Harvey Korman's first appearance as Mother Marcus in a soap opera.
Yeah, now, Harvey played this one real cagey. He didn't wear the outfit all day. So when you see me open the door, this was the first time I'd seen him in all that drag.
No, we have to be honest. I mean, there are times when it's the actor's fault that something goes wrong. But now, I personally have never flubbed a line, which is something that I can't say for you.
Well, everybody flubs lines, Tim. But the real professionals just go right ahead. They don't let it bother them at all.
That's right. I mean, you have to pick it up when you make a goof, and I truly do believe that the most unprofessional thing an actor can do is to start to laugh.
No, silly dilly. I'm in a spiritual medium. I communicate with the dearly departed. Wait. I think Lyle Wagner's coming in. No. It's a false alarm.
You say... The money would unfortunately go to my despicable wife, Vagina, in the event of little nephew Theo's death.
Well,
Theo, you know what this means, don't you?
I'm afraid so.
Theo. You cockeyed little runt. Split the difference.
I can see.
When his chest is bare, I can count every hair he has turned. occasionally, we like to deal with serious themes on our show. And in this next scene, Tim had just been given a shot of serum that was slowly turning him into a dog. Fortunately, Harvey was able to control himself, being the consummate professional and part-time dog lover that he is.
Benson? There's something I don't understand here. Come here a moment, will you? What is this empty space here next to the drugstore? Oh, a drive-in prescription counter, eh? Good thinking. You know, Benson, the more I see of your work, the more impressed I am with you. You know, Benson, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Yes? I'm bidding against 2 huge land developers for this contract, and I'm going to get it. Little surprise.
As we join this next sketch, it's already a disaster and it didn't get any better.
You've got a lot of explaining to do.
So do you lush.
Lush. Was that the... Oh, yeah, it was the... Yeah, it's my boss. Hi, Bill. Hey, I hope...
Look what you've done, Bill. You're crazy.
Look what I've made for dessert. You don't think it's too sweet, do you?
Where is she? She's gone. She's gone. With him, I don't have anything to do with this car. I'm gonna kill myself.
If it'll make you happy. Because bringing happiness is the only thing that's important to me. So don't be surprised if I show up on your unhappy doorstep someday. Better yet, be surprised, because I'm not doing this again.
The part of the psychiatrist was played by Craig Richard Nelson. Be sure and check your local listings for the best of the Carol Burnett shows later this summer. This is your wacko announcer speaking.
This is an evening of mixed emotions for me. Like graduation, it's a sad and a happy time. It can't be possible that it was 1967 when Harvey, Vicki, Lyle, and I stepped on this stage for the first time, because it does seem as if it were only yesterday. Those cliches really have a habit of punching you in the nose, don't they? Recently, a lot of people have been running around and expressing their own opinions as to why I decided to quit at the end of this season. And I think I should be the one to tell you, seeing as how I'm the one who really knows. In our 11 years, we have had 4 different time slots, and we've had our share of being up there in the ratings and being down there in the ratings. And ratings do not have a thing to do with my decision. If they did, I would have called a halt to the proceedings a long time ago, because there have been many, many times when they've been a lot lower than they've been this season. Now, I do think it's classier to leave before you're asked to. And the fact that CBS picked our show up for a 12th year and was quite adamant about it is very flattering to all of us here on the show. However, I am adamant too, and I am so proud of our show, and quite simply, I'm no dummy. Now is the time to put it to bed and to go on to other things, because change is growth. It's hard because all of us around here truly did become a second family. We've been through marriages and divorces and deaths and births. And I know the love that we have shared can never be measured by time. Our first director, Clark Jones, our first year, just wonderful. Dave Powers, who's been our director the past 10 years, and he is going on to other things. He's going to direct Three's Company next year. I would like to thank our various producers, Arnie Rosen, Bill Angelis, Buzz Cohan, our present producer, Ed Simmons, our executive producer, Joe Hamilton, whom I happen to love very much, our technical crew, our stage hands, the gang upstairs in the office, our entire creative staff are the best anybody could have ever had. I know they know all of the love and admiration I have for each and every one of them. No one could feel more grateful than I do tonight for having had the opportunity to work with and learn from the brilliant talent of Harvey Korman, who has no creative limits. And we have all watched Vicki Lawrence blossom and grow from a green kid just out of Inglewood High into one of the finest young character actresses and comedians in the industry. I am so proud of her. Tim Conway defies description. His brain never slows down. Those little wheels are constantly churning out original chunks of genius that amaze us all. I think it is a credit to Tim that some of the giants in comedy today steal from him. Tim would never say that, but I can. And the fact that he is even nicer than he is talented is the best thing you could know about him. On behalf of all of us, I want to thank you here tonight and all of you who have been watching us for making these years possible. You brought us together, and we're all so very grateful. I love you. Pete? I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. There's a time you put aside for dreaming, and a time for things you have to do. But the time I like the best is any evening I can spend a moment here with you. When the time comes and I'm feeling lonely and I'm feeling oh so blue, I'll just sit back and think of you only, and the happiness still comes through. That's why I'm glad we had this time together, 'cause it makes me feel that I belong. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. Good night. Thank you.